We have the backstage reaction to Vince McMahon's WWE creative removal. Plus, the WWE parent company is bidding for a major sports brand, and is another top WWE star returning this week on SmackDown? It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. So we've been talking about this for the past couple of days. Vincent Kennedy McMahon is being removed from the machine that he created. Slowly but surely, he's no longer in the weeds on WWE Creative. In fact, he has nothing to do with WWE Creative going forward. Fightful Select have weighed in on the fact that these changes came in and what we can expect going forward, as well as some of the reaction from behind the scenes.
Yes, Fightful Select say sources told Fightful that they expect that to continue, and the adjustments seemed overnight. Even though Vince McMahon didn't interact directly with creative this year, his influence was felt throughout that period, especially with people who would and wouldn't appear on the show. They go on to say one source told Fightful that the in-ring aspect of WWE Raw has been now re-established under Triple H's watch, citing last week's matches between Bronson Reed and Gunther, as well as the Falls Count Anywhere match between Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura. They also say, while one writer had said that many of the Vince McMahon changes were minimal throughout the year, we're told that the adjustments have freshened up things and relaxed the process now that Raw has a much more wide open roster of talent to implement and use. It seems to be a running theme that whenever Vince has been in or out of creative, it's just coincided with a rise or fall in morale.
I just think it must just be a coincidence that happens.
But they're saying, it's freshened things up backstage. Everyone feels a lot more relaxed.
So if you've noticed a change, that's why. Now, obviously, Vince McMahon hasn't been at the TV tapings really that often this year, but he has been remotely getting involved with the creative process, changing things last minute, stopping people from making comebacks and such like that. Ari Emanuel has very much sort of established a system here and said, look, you go do the jobs that we need you to do. We made Triple H head of creative, so he's doing creative. Vince, you're the exec chairman, you go do non-creative things. Get out of the writer's room. He's moved him along. And it's interesting because we played on the news podcast this morning, which you can download on whatever you get your podcasts from. We had clips from the interview that Ari Emanuel and Vince did after the purchase.
Yeah.
And Ari was there saying, look, whatever Vince says goes. Like, this is, Vince's company, and we'll any disagreements, we'll talk about it, but, whatever Vince chooses to do. And that has changed very dramatically.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. That's all. No. Fightful also reported, just on the end of that report as well, that no last-minute changes once again were made to Raw, which seems to have become more of a theme now that Vince is out of the creative process, whereas the last-minute changes seem to be quite a hallmark of his booking style.
It really was. And as Fightful have said, the last few weeks have been last-minute change free, with the exception of, maybe somebody who hasn't been cleared to perform or anything like that. But on the whole, they've planned a episode of Raw and it's gone as planned.
Yeah.
What a wild time we live in. These changes to WWE and Vince McMahon's position within the company go beyond just wrestling booking. We have that Netflix documentary coming out very soon by Bill Simmons. And Bill Simmons spoke at the Bloomberg Screen Time event and said that Vince McMahon will be shown clips of the documentary they've made about him, but he will have no editorial on it. He won't be able to suggest notes, make any cuts. What comes out, and he will not be in control of it.
Yeah.
Which I feel in a previous regime would have been a crucial part of the agreement.
Oh, absolutely. It feels like it, doesn't it? Simmons was also, obviously he was very positive about the documentary because he's involved, he is executive producing the documentary, but he said that it has a chance to be really great. I really think it has the chance to be the best one I've been involved with. I'll be interested to see what people think about the documentary.
I believe he was involved in the Andre the Giant documentary that they did on HBO, which was fantastic. So in terms of production-wise, it's going to be amazing. I can't help but feel, and this is just, I'm nobody, so my opinion doesn't matter, but I can't help but feel there's a correlation between Vince being sort of moved out of the sight and out of mind of WWE Creative and this documentary coming out.
Oh, you think that maybe the documentary will paint him not in the best light?
I think it'll paint him in the light.
The light, okay. Well, there we go.
I think that, but we will see. We'll see what happens. There's big movement taking place across TKO Group Holdings in general. WWE and UFC under the umbrella. It could be a golfing umbrella at some point. What's this all about, Jack?
This comes off the back of a BBC Sport report today that a deal for the Saudi Public Investment Fund to buy the PGA Tour, the biggest golf tour in the world, may be thrown out because the deal is considered not workable, as both sides are struggling to meet on terms. This is kind of, I guess, the Saudi Public Investment Fund, they set up like Live Golf, didn't they? The rival PGA Tour, the rival to the PGA Tour. That kind of fell through, and now they're trying to just buy the PGA Tour. That might fall through, but as this is all happening, the TKO Group Holdings have also entered a bid to buy the PGA Tour and bring it under the same umbrella as this recent merger between the WWE and the UFC.
Yeah, Ari Emanuel told Hollywood Reporter, "We put in a bid. It's one of the great sports. I love it. You know,
I love golf.
I love
Rich
golf.
people live in a different world.
It really
I like
is,
golf.
isn't it?
Let's buy the golf tour.
I love this.
That word's
I'll
awful in
buy
my
it.
accent. Tour.
Tour.
So the tour.
I don't know, very off-piste, apologies. You know 2K23, the My Rise mode?
Okay.
They've got that Hamish guy who's meant to be William Regal in the career mode. He says tournament in a weird way. He says tournament. All right, mate, you're going to win the tournament. If you know, you know. Anyway, back on piste or on the green.
Yes.
Or the 9 irons.
Yes.
Now, he says, I love it. I think we could add to what already we've added to all of our sports. TKO bid for 10% under the condition that the tour would pay the company $25 million a year if it is, which isn't likely to happen, because the whole thing behind the PGA Tour and the Saudi Public Investment Fund deal, the reason there was excitement for it is because Live Sports essentially hyperinflated golf.
Right.
Whilst Live Sports, LIV Sports didn't have the exposure that the PGA Tour has, my God, it paid a lot of money to some golfers.
Yeah.
And the PGA Tour now have to try and match that, and they're finding new ways to do it, which is why there's still a hope that maybe they can find something workable with this deal with LIV. But if they don't, we could see PGA owned by the WWE.
That's very strange. That's weird, isn't
Not
it?
owned by WWE, but owned by the group that owns WWE.
Owned by TKO Holding. Yeah, that's really bizarre.
What if that's where they send Vince to?
The golf.
This is the XGA!
Oh, yeah, they send him there thinking that he's just going to have a nice retirement, pootle around some golf courses and that. Instead, he turns it into sports entertainment. It's the attitude era of golf. Can't wait.
Where's my golf?
Yeah.
Tiger Woods being attacked with an 9 iron.
Well, wouldn't be the first.
Hey! Golf banter. Who do we think we are? Insert golf YouTube channel here.
That's right. I don't know.
Oh, I should have checked that before I came downstairs. Hey, so Vince McMahon and Ari Emanuel seemingly divided on points, but there have been at least 10 times in the world of wrestling when tag teams have divided and gone on to be really, really good. Check out on our YouTube channel right now 10 tag team partners who both found greatness after the split. Edge and Christian spring to mind.
They will surely be on that list.
They should be top of the list.
They should. I've not actually seen it yet. I don't know who.
They should be in the thumbnail if they're not already.
Yes.
Owen, get on that. Now, we'll end with some news for SmackDown on Friday. So we know that Logan Paul is popping up on SmackDown on Friday. Greatest boxer in the world, Logan Paul. But he's not the only one returning to SmackDown on Friday by all accounts.
No, because the Crown Jewel poster featured Bianca Belair, who's been absent from TV for the past few weeks. This then prompted a report from PW Insider, who followed it up by saying that Bianca Belair is also due to be part of this week's SmackDown, making her WWE return and setting up for a match at Crown Jewel. We don't know who against yet or anything like that, but I'll be glad to see her back.
Belair Cargill?
Belair Cargill. Ooh, that would be cool.
I know the reporter said that Cargill's going to Raw, but
you never know. I reckon maybe Cargill will challenge the winner of the big 5-woman title match for Rhea Ripley's belt. I don't know.
That could potentially be a thing. Bella's been off for a week. I think just some time away, just a break, because she grafted as champion for well over a year.
Yeah, she really did.
And she was in the ring and outside of it as well. She took some time away. I know her and Montez Ford have got a Hulu reality show coming out next year as well. So presumably there's been some work done towards that in her absence as well. But it'd be great to have Bianca Belair back. Genuinely one of the bright lights of the last few years in the WWE, not just the women's division, but WWE in general.
Yeah, she's one of the great success stories of the Performance Center, let's say.
Yeah, she flipping well is.
Yes, she
and
is.
She's got great hair.
She does.
In case you missed it on the podcast feed, Jack is back with a brand new Matches of the Month.
Yes, I am back with the brand new Matches of the Month. It's a little bit late, sorry, that's my fault. But it just means that there's less of a wait until the next month's Matches of the Month. Just look at it like that.
It's Jack looking at some of the big matches from September, and there was a plethora
Yes.
of fabulous matches from September. Jack breaks them all down for you. He'd love for you to share them with you on the podcast.
Listen to me talking about the matches.
All about the matches all there. Are you twitching tonight?
I am twitching tonight. Myself and Owen Mawson are back up the faves on twitch.tv/Cultaholic from 6 p.m. UK time. We're in the Premier League, but I can't remember anything else. I can't remember half the team.
Is that the amnesia angle for tonight then?
Yeah, that's right.
Excellent. Join them on Twitch tonight from 6 p.m. British summertime, just about. And for the latest wrestling news throughout the day, you can check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.